Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing alright today. We're doing better, aren't we? I love the way that today ended, you know, or well, not the way it ended. I really wanted Chelsea to get the win, but that manner that we played and we showed is a massive statement. It's a statement and it proves to everyone that we care, we have it within us, and I'm going to make some very good observations about it to all of you about this result. 2-2 on the day, happy days, I will take it, considering the circumstances. Before we get into it, a couple of things. This video is brought to you and sponsored by the OneFootball app. Make sure you are downloading the OneFootball app, link in the description. Get the OneFootball app for all of your footballing needs. It's my go-to in terms of my news, and especially the videos that I give you with all the latest. I check the OneFootball app first. It's always up to date. It always gives you the latest, your stats, your results, your fixtures, your tables, your highlights, whatever you need, it's there. So download it, link in the description, hit that link now and enjoy. And don't forget to check out my second channel, Younes Talks, as well as my Twitch. Links are in the description, where I will be uploading FIFA very, very imminently, very soon. So make sure you're going to be tuned in for episodes 5 and 6, because things are going to get tasty. Now, let's get into this. Chelsea versus Liverpool. 2-2 on the day, eh? 2-2 on the day. Considering the circumstances we were in, considering what went down with Romelu Lukaku, with the comments pre-match about, Thomas Tuchel making clear that, you know, it's difficult in terms of getting the mentality correct because concentration, focus, all of that, it's going to be a little bit shifted because of what's happened. But the news that was coming out prior to the game was that the players were in accordance and in full agreement with what Thomas Tuchel did to drop Lukaku from today's squad. He wasn't even there. So that was a good decision. And I want to commend Thomas Tuchel for that. It was the right decision to make. And it's paid off. It's paid off. This is the one thing that I said in my preview. Yes, we might lose. Yeah. But if we do, we take it on the chin. Because this is bigger than one result. This is about the club. This is about player power. This is about sending a message to all the players and players that are going to be joining Chelsea in the future, that you can't just roll about and do what you want without even letting your manager or your club know about doing the antics that we saw Lukaku do. So even if we did lose, cool, take it on the chin, but that sends a message, and Thomas Tuchel done that today to the squad. You don't mess about. You don't play around like that. And it paid off. It paid off. The performance today in that second half, I have to say, for the first 20 minutes or so, it just looked dire. It looked like focus was gone. It looked like we were struggling. It looked like concentration was in the bin. It looked like we were panicking, mistakes being made. And we were just like, yeah, you know what? This is expected. This is expected. But the resilience, the fight back, the comeback, the determination, the whole spirit was unbelievable. Unbelievable. And it shows that the team are completely behind Tuchel. Tuchel manages to take the risk and it pays off. He knows he's got a squad. Remember, we have a team here that won the Champions League prior to Lukaku even coming back to Chelsea. We don't have, you know, a terrible squad. We have a top team with, some might argue, some deadwood, some might argue players that are not good enough, good but not good enough to be playing at Chelsea at this level. But that's debatable. In terms of today, flawless. Brilliant. That was the exact mentality, intensity, urgency, the entire performance of what we want to see. The first 20 minutes, as I've already mentioned, was poor. The fact that when Pulisic missed that opportunity, that first opportunity, I have to say I was fuming, and you can go to the watch along and watch that back if you want. I could not believe that he'd missed that, because you score that, you go 1-0 up. It's a very similar situation to the Brighton game where we scored the Callum Hudson-Odoi chance where he passed to Mason Mount, even though it was a handball. But if he takes that himself and he buries it, it's 2-0, it's 3 points, we're still in the title race. Today, Pulisic, you score that, you're 1-0 up against Liverpool when everyone wasn't expecting it. You know, and it sets a good precedent for the game. We don't need a mountain to climb. So I was fuming with Pulisic when he missed that. And you cannot be missing those. Let's be honest. He redeems himself later, and I'm coming to that. Oh boy, best believe I'm coming to that. But you can't be missing those. Because 1 minute later, Sadio Mane goes down the other end and does the exact same thing, except he scores. And that sums exactly what has been the problem with Chelsea for game after game after game. That chance, we can't score. The same chance, Liverpool can score, and they bury it. And that's what we got to do, and we got to bury. Now, thankfully, our fortunes changed. Well, not immediately afterwards, because soon after, we managed to concede the second goal, courtesy of, being exposed at the back. Marcos Alonso daydreaming. I don't know the amount of space that Marcos Alonso left there, which is what was expected. Again, we knew we were going to have this problem, which is why I was like, you know what, might not go with the wing-backs today. Might just play a back four and hope. I mean, some might argue Alonso would have been exposed even more, right? And I agree that there is a big risk that he'd be exposed even more. So he might have conceded even more. Who knows? But Alonso got exposed. He left that space in behind. Mo Salah goes in behind, takes the ball, slots it in, 2-0. And then they come off the gas. Liverpool all of a sudden stop playing, which is weird. Because normally you'd expect Liverpool to keep the intensity up. I don't know if it was because Klopp wasn't there. I have no idea. But they dropped. All of a sudden, Chelsea take the initiative. I don't know if it's because there wasn't any pressure after that. It was just like, okay, we might as well just give it our all and just see what happens. And we did. And it paid off. Because soon afterwards, we get the chance, ball into the box. Gets punched out by Kelleher. Great punch out. But lands straight to Kovacic. And Kovacic, without waiting, pulls off an absolute worldie. Reminds me of Essien against Barcelona. He just hits it. Now, did he mean it? I don't know. Did he not mean it? I don't know. But regardless if he meant it or if he didn't, he done the one thing that you need to be doing in that situation. You take your luck. Take your chance. See what happens. Sometimes you got to do that, which is why I preach. Shoot. Because if you shoot, sometimes it hits the pack, it goes off, it hits a deflection, it bounces off the post and it goes in. It happens. Take the opportunity when it arises, and Kovacic done just that today. What a beautiful hit that was. And I don't know why it went to VAR afterwards. It was blatantly not a VAR decision to take. I don't know why they decided to check. Check what? Goalkeeper punch out, Kovacic hits it, hits the post and goes in. What is offside about that? No one knows. Anyway, Kovacic hits it, 2-1. We're back in the game. We breathe a new life into the game. We have some sort of optimism, something to look forward to, a little bit of a bounce back. The atmosphere lifts up, and Stamford Bridge today, after that Chelsea first goal, was immense. Prior to that, I can understand why the atmosphere was completely flat. It felt toxic. But as soon as we scored, the entire place changed. And I want to commend everyone that went to the game, because you guys were super loud after we scored our first goal, and it helped for our second goal. Beautiful interception from Rudiger. Rudiger hits it straight to Kante. Kante's Kante. What can I say, man? Kante, what a footballer. What a footballer. We are so lucky to have a Kante. He literally sets Pulisic on his way with a great little tap in over the top of the defender. I think it was Trent Alexander-Arnold, but Pulisic on his way. And I'm praying at this point, and you can see my reaction on the watch along. I'm like, please don't miss this. I swear to God, if you miss this one again, I don't know what I'll do. But beautiful. Takes it on his chest. He takes his time. He composes himself. He sees the spot and he puts it there. And that is what you want consistently. So Pulisic makes his amends, he rectifies the situation, and I'm happy. And I hope that sends a message to all of our front line that you need to be scoring, you need to be taking your chances consistently. No sitters being missed week after week after week, because it's getting too frequent. But Pulisic amended the situation, so fair play to him. We managed to get the goal back. It's 2-2, and it's game on. Second half, we come out and we have complete control. It's all us. Liverpool trying to find the moment, trying to find the opportunity. They were the ones that were trying to sit back a little bit more, not us. At times when we were defending very well. We launched the attacks. We controlled the game. The possession is there. The combinations were there, playing through the middle, going to the sides, getting Liverpool caught out, chance after chance. Liverpool did manage to get a couple of counter-attacks. Edouard Mendy was there to make some world-class saves, I have to say. It reminded me of Petr Cech, man. The saves he pulled off today were Czech saves. So we're very lucky to have an Edouard Mendy, who we have to say goodbye to now. He will be jetting off to the AFCON to join his Senegalese teammates to play the Africa Cup of Nations in Cameroon. So good luck to him. Not too much luck, of course, because I am half Algerian and hopefully we retain. We are coming to retain, yeah? Just saying. Anyway, it's going to be a very good tournament, so make sure all of you do tune in for that, and we can see our Chelsea boys in action as well. Edouard Mendy heading off. Mane obviously will be heading off for Liverpool, but Mendy with some top saves. Top saves. Overall, though, the thing that I have towards the end of the game was Thomas Tuchel's decisions. Because he shifted the formation to a 3-5-2. He put Pulisic as a wing-back. Personally, I felt like that had a little bit of an impact on the game in terms of the amount of chances that we were creating. I think in a negative way. I think we started dipping off a little bit in terms of really testing Keller. We managed to give Liverpool a little bit more of the ball. I felt like if we had just kept the same shape, we would have maybe got the winner. The one thing that I did agree with was bringing someone on, although I didn't agree with who he took off. He took off Kai Havertz, but I can understand possibly because of the amount of fitness that he has. Kai Havertz was put in this situation because of Lukaku. Lukaku was going to start this game. We all knew that. But he got dropped. Therefore, we have to play someone up front. Havertz has been training. He plays. Now, he's not 100%, so I can understand why he's been brought off. But if it was the sub that I would have chosen to make, I would have brought on either Ziyech or Callum Hudson-Odoi. He did bring on Callum Hudson-Odoi. And I would have taken Mason Mount. I would have taken off Mason Mount because if there's one little negative from today, Mason Mount was a passenger. An absolute passenger. You see everyone getting involved. You see Pulisic getting involved. Kante involved. I mean, Kante and Kovacic, both of them. Kovacic man of the match today. But Kante, Kovacic, they were world class today. In midfield, beautiful. In every sense of the word. Now, I hope some of you can understand why I like to play Kovacic. It's because when he puts in performances like this, no, he's untouchable. He's actually untouchable. So, yeah. In terms of the midfield that I thought was going to be played, Jorginho and Kante, Jorginho came on later on to make up the midfield three in that 5. But Kovacic and Kante were absolutely stellar. It's absolutely superb. So fair play to the both of them. And it's nice to see that them two together, we still distribute the play. And this is why I picked Jorginho in my preview. Because I thought maybe him on the pitch would help us just distribute the ball a little bit more and let us have some more control. Kovacic and Kante were doing just that without Jorginho. So it's really good to see that we have that option. And it's nice to know. But yeah, Mount, passenger. Havertz was involved. Pulisic was involved. Mount, though, bit of a weird one today. Bit of a weird one. And I don't get it. I don't get it. Personally, as I've said, it would have been nice to have Ziyech or Hudson-Odoi come on to bring on a little bit more directness. I would have taken Mount off and left everything the same. Because that was working. It was working. We were pressurising Liverpool so much to the point where you could just see they couldn't get a string of passes together. They just had to launch counter-attack after counter-attack. And that's all they could do. So it was a weird one. But I understand Havertz may be coming off because of his fitness. So yeah, Jorginho came on. Callum Hudson-Odoi came on. And overall, look, it's a statement. This result was unexpected. I didn't expect us to get a point. I expected us to lose. But we managed to come back against Liverpool, who are title contenders. Well, I have to say, not anymore. Not anymore. We go down, Liverpool, we're bringing you down with us. Simple as that. Man City have won the league, man. Man City are 10 points clear after this. 10 points ahead of us. 11 points ahead of Liverpool. But Liverpool do have a game to play, so they can make it 8. Still, though, 8 points after 21 games played. You need them to drop 3 games. You need them to lose 3 games. Or like lose 2 and draw 3, or draw 6 and lose 1. City won't do that. City will win probably the rest of their games, maybe draw a couple and that's it. They will win the league, and Liverpool are going to have to fight for second, just like us now. As well as Arsenal, perhaps, they're back in the mix, as well as Man United and Tottenham, they've got games in hand. So we've got to be careful for those lot. But today, I have to say, it's a statement. It's a statement from Thomas Tuchel, that he's got the entire squad behind him. It's a statement from every single player that played today, that they are behind TT, that they are playing for Chelsea, that they're playing for us, that their focus and concentration is there despite outside interferences. And it's a statement from all of them, Thomas Tuchel, the club, and us, to Romelu Lukaku, that we can do things without you. We were champions of Europe without you. So if you want to start, playing about and doing your antics, and you want to start saying what you're saying, and on top of that, he spoke to Tim Howard, who is now, his spokesman or something, saying, I have a meeting on Monday. I can't say anything before then, but after that, I will talk. Have you not learned anything? As Nizar Kinsella said in his on his tweet that he put out earlier today, in Thomas Tuchel's last press conference that he put out, he said that Lukaku needs to stop doing interviews. He said, in order to get better, train, play well, sleep, eat well, and stop doing interviews. And immediately after that, you start hearing Tim Howard tell NBC live during the Premier League game, Lukaku has said he's got a meeting on Monday, and after that, he will talk. You've done enough talking. Have you not learned anything? Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank said a very good thing, and I want to end the video with this. Lukaku made it clear that he loves Inter Milan so much. Hasselbank said during this game, prior to this game actually for Sky Sports, if he loved Inter Milan so much, wouldn't you have taken a pay cut in order to extend your contract? Because you knew that club was in a financial situation. They're the club that saved your career, apparently. If they've done something for you, wouldn't you have done something for them? No. You would never have cut your paycheck. You would never have cut your salary to help the club out that saved your career. No. Not because you love them, because you want the money. You see the one option to come to Chelsea and boom, you choose Chelsea because there's nothing else on the table for you. Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank, I commend you for that comment. That was absolute stellar, and you made a very valid point, and I fully agree. Fully agree. So we'll see what the fallout is, but today's performance was a big statement from everyone involved and Thomas Tuchel that does not slide at Chelsea Football Club, and it's nice to see that the club, it looks like, have backed Thomas Tuchel and have allowed him to do what he's going to do with no consequences, and they're completely behind him. Just like we all are behind Thomas Tuchel, and today's result proves it. Great spirit, great intensity, great comeback. I applaud all the lads that played today. I applaud Thomas Tuchel and Chelsea Football Club. Let's move on and see what we can do with this momentum now and this spirit and this little lift. And Lukaku, he can drill by himself. It's as simple as that. We'll see what happens in the next coming days. But thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think in the comment section below about this result, about the Lukaku saga, and all of that. I'd love to hear it. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. We are approaching 100k. We are 1,300 to go. Just under that now. All down to you guys. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And when we do hit that, it's going to be a milestone. But yeah, thank you so much. Don't forget to check out the links in the description for the OneFootball app and my second channel on my Twitch. And I will see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Have a good one, guys. See you in a bit. Take care and peace.